Hey everyone, welcome back to Empire Build Academy. I'm Fabian, and in this video I did try to do this in 2025 when I was first starting out, but I've learned a lot since then, not only on the game but also how to make these videos a little bit better. So this is from zero to hero, Evony restart day 1. The plan with this is that the first probably week or so, it probably be a video every single day just showing what I'm doing, trying to keep it down to a minimum. I don't really want the videos going over 30 minutes, so that's the plan with From Zero to Hero. But the idea is that I will show you exactly what and how to do things on Evony from the beginning, the do's, the don'ts, the questions, the events, going through everything. And then within a couple of months or so, we should be at a good place in terms of understanding Evony, how to play the different events. Spend wise, it will be very minimal. I do recommend spending $10, £10 a month. You will understand why I say that as we progress through the series. So let's get straight into it now. I'm going to jump across to the Evony game. This is me on PC, and this may look a little bit different to what you are. Now, this is actually from yesterday. I went to do this yesterday and then I had a few issues, and one of them was because I recorded the whole video, did it all. You can see them here, upgrade to level 3 keep, and I had the sound of the game recording all the way over it. So even though I'm now 9 months into understanding YouTube, understanding software, I'm still making noob mistakes. So we're going to start the game again, and where we're going to do that is via the settings option that you can see on the right hand side. So let's go into that now, and then we're going to go into settings, we're going to go into account, and then all we're going to do there is start new game. And it's going to ask me to delete this because I haven't actually linked it to an email address or a Facebook account. So do be aware, if it's asking you to delete when you're starting a new game, then your previous account is not linked. So be aware of that. So I'm going to click confirm on that. That's absolutely fine. We're going to go to server 2123. So if you're watching this and you are new to the game and you're in server 2123, hi, I'm joining you in there as well. So let's click on confirm. The game is now loading up. The first thing you'll start when you go onto this is one of these little mini games that a lot of these all do. Now, in the long term, even though the adverts say it's more like the game than the ads and etc., they come up with a lot of nonsense on this. This is not the game, and you are not going to be playing this in the long term when playing Evony. Evony is a mobile strategy war game. You are building, you are recruiting generals, you are building troops, you are building an army, and the idea is you are going to be attacking in the future. So this is all the beginning part. So you can see it's just forcing me through all the different levels. So again, we've got another one of these. First 5 minutes of the game is literally doing this, and basic, in my opinion, is trying to suck you in to staying with the game before actually showing you exactly what the game is all about. So, oh, I missed that nearly. So yeah, that's what it's going to be. But this is one of those as well, and you'll notice it when we get there, that it's actually a force thing that you've got to do. You've got to do these at the beginning. You can't skip them, unfortunately, because it does unlock different parts. Now, I can actually skip some of this intro stuff and the things that it's saying, which is pretty cool. Again, you can see my army is a little bit bigger there now. But again, it's going to be the same. I've got to defeat 93 monsters. This is the way you do it. It's really, really easy at the beginning. You're not really going to struggle. Probably should have done that from the beginning. It would have been a lot better. You've got to make a decision as to what you're getting and what you're having. And as you go through these, there are more decisions to make. But it doesn't really matter because it is all pretty straightforward. It is all pretty easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump through these. I just want to see if there's anything unlocks after this. So that was stage 6. We've got Cleopatra jumping up, and she is very interesting because you can see that this is your first example of a general. that you will get on the game. Now, obviously, if you played this before, you'll already be aware of that. But she comes with 2 different modes. She comes with the main city mode, and she also comes with the adventure mode. Adventure is when you are doing these little mini games that I've been doing at the beginning. Main city grants you a 20% double item drop rate from monsters when the general is leading the army. This all becomes a lot more clearer in the beginning, but I do want to make you aware, and I will jump into this a little bit more in a moment, but the beginning generals are nothing spectacular. Be aware of that. You have to use them at the beginning to sort of get through the early stages, but for the long term, certainly after a month, you won't be using these particular generals for your army. So let's click off her. She is now going to be recommended to us. You get to use her on this first one when you are defeating the dragon, as you can see here. This is one of those where I got to defeat all the bosses, and the boss that we're defeating is that dragon that it was showing us at the beginning. Again, this is all nice and easy. I can just jump through all of this. And the real good stuff will be starting in a moment. So do stick with me. I am going to skip through some of this just so that we can get to the important stuff on this Zero to Hero episode 1. So let me do that and I'll come straight back to you. So here we are back, and you can see Cleopatra is above our keep. This is your keep, as you can see here. Sometimes called a castle, sometimes called a kingdom. There are many other names as well that people use for this, but on Evony it's called your keep, and as you can see at the moment, it also shows me as well my level, which I can show you there. So it's keep number 2, but we are going to jump into this, and you can see we've got to search for clues to find Cleopatra before we actually unlock her. So even though it showed us her being available in that battle that we just did, to actually unlock her and have her available, we have to go through all these different clues. And the clues, as you can imagine, is literally down where the pathway, which you can see now is opened up a little bit more, is for this. And you can see chapter 1 is now complete on this, and this is where we will continue on this path. So you can see going across here, this is the path that I'm talking about. You've got to sort of work your way through these little mini levels that you've just seen me completing, and as you get through this, and there is also some on the other side as well, but once you've done all of that, you will unlock some generals, you'll unlock some items that are going to be beneficial for you at the beginning. So that is what I'm going to do. The other thing I want to show you as well, just going to move myself away from there just 1 second, so let's put myself in the middle, is this one here. This is basically the steps that you need to complete. All these kind of games come with this option of completing steps, and if you follow that, especially at the beginning, it's a good way to be getting yourself ahead in the game, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Complete adventure stage 3 is the next task. So if I click on that, it'll actually take me to where I've got to go, and again I will jump through different ones of these, and as soon as I've done this, I will come back again. So this is now the first clue that we are picking up of Cleopatra, so let's get her. So you can now see clue 1 has been obtained. We continue through, and it's just giving you a little rundown there of that. Again, we can use the skip option in the top right corner, and you can also see as well, you've got to do it in 23 hours, it says. I do believe that she's available regardless of how long you take. If I'm wrong on that, actually do let me know in the comments, but I'm sure I've restarted a game previously where on the first day I didn't really do much, and I came back to it on the second / third day, and I'm sure she was still available. But it's saying that you need to do it in the 23 hours 53, probably to keep you on the game and also keep you moving on that. So let's continue with this. Clear roadblocks. You can see on here I've got to actually physically click on that, and you can see clue 2 is now done, and again I've got to keep going and finding these additional clues. 3 more to find. Cleopatra will be unlocked. We have to clear the roadblocks, which is nice and simple, and again we can keep jumping through these. I will jump through this. The next important part, I will come straight back. Okay, the next thing that we are looking at is the adventure, and this is where we can actually recruit a hero. You can see when I jump into this that I've actually got 6 that I can use. This is actually the way they do generals, but it will change significantly in the future when you do this. And if you have seen videos of mine before, you will be aware that generals are something that you hold back on. But as we go through with this. I'll also be doing some other videos that coincide alongside this, including 10 things I'd wish I'd known before starting Evony. I will obviously do that video. Daily routine, what you need to do every day. Don't do this when starting new. That's also a top one. And also top 15 questions that every Evony player asks. And the key one that I was talking about here, don't open Generals 2026. So keep an eye out for those videos. I'm going to do the updated version. I did do them last year. I can do them better. I will do them better and make them more understandable, hopefully, when I do these. But this is the first option. So we've got 6, as I mentioned. Recruit 1. I think it's Joan of Arc. I think it's always Joan of Arc. There she is. I'm assuming that is just something that is standard at the beginning of this game. So she is a new general. She comes with 2 different options, again, like the other one, with the adventure and the main city. Again, you can click on the different ones to see what she's all about. And you can see, actually, she doesn't really come with that special skill that some of the others have. And the reason being is because she is a purple general. So let's come off that. You can see we've got some rewards as well. You can use the additional 5. And it will say a random epic general is guaranteed after summoning 49 times. Doesn't really make much of a difference. That will be more understandable as we progress. Here you can also see that we've got some adventure stuff that we can collect. So these are some resources and items that you can collect. We do that if we click on this button over here. That is a claim all button. And I will click on that to claim everything. Now you can see as well, there are 2 options that are locked here. Basically, you need to purchase if you want these. Now, I'll be honest, at the beginning, hold back, don't spend. There are better things to spend your money on if that is something you're going to do. And also, if you are a low spender or free to play, then there is a pack that I would recommend purchasing once a month for £10, $10, whatever your currency may be, that will give you a shot at something big. Again, I will explain more about that in other videos as well as the Zero to Hero series. Let's continue using the steps that I mentioned before at the bottom. That's where we're going to go. Complete Adventure Stage 7. I won't show you, but I will complete. Okay, so I've completed that. The next thing you're going to see is Sappho is now available. I'm just going to complete that Adventure Stage 7. And you can see the next one that I've got to click on is this one here. Now, this comes with a general. A lot of games tend to go down this route, where they will give you a general like this. Sappho is the example on here. They will say the pack is worth something extraordinary. It really isn't. But they'll offer it you for 99 pence or 99 cents, depending on where you are. This game is no different. So she comes with, it says here for the adventure, she summons a rolling flame meteor. I don't really care about that. The adventure is not really the game. This is what she comes with for the main city. That's the more important part. Increases the free construction speed up time by 25 minutes, march speed by 10%, construction speed by 10% when you own the general. So, is it worth 99p? Probably. It certainly helps at the beginning. Is it worth the 99.99 that they're saying here? Absolutely not. So, just be aware that these games, they do try to be a little bit cheeky at the beginning because they think you don't understand what you're doing. So they will try and take a cheeky 99 pence off you by saying this pack is worth 99.99. I will do a packs video for this for 2026 as well. Is it worth 99p? Probably. Just about. I mean, personally, I'm actually going to do it without purchasing it. Again, those 25 minutes that it talks about, is it really that important? Probably not. So that's what I'm going to do on this one. The next task you can see is the own level 3 general. So we are going to do that now, and we can do that by upgrading one of ours. So there is Joan of Arc. I can click on that experience that it's showing me there to upgrade. You can upgrade your general to your monarch level. Basically, your monarch level is your own avatar style part of the game. It's you personally, the account. Whatever your account is, or whatever your monarch level is what you can upgrade a general to. You can't upgrade a general higher than the monarch level. So let's come off that. That is now done. Complete Adventure Stage 9, I will do that. And you can see now that Chapter 2 is now complete. As you complete the different chapters, new things will unlock, of course. So you can see that the next thing we've got to do is upgrade to level 2 walls. This is how you do that. So you can see the walls there. Anything with a green arrow is going to advise you that you can be upgraded. So that's what I will do now, upgrade that. Walls and buildings cannot go any higher than your keep level. So you can see keep level 3 is required before I would be able to upgrade this particular wall to level 3. You can also see there's some server gifts there, so we will claim all of them as well. And then if we jump all the way up to here, you will now notice that our keep level can be upgraded. And that's exactly what I will do now. I will upgrade that to level 3 using the free option of the gems. This is where they start throwing some double down package coupons at you. There are plenty of the double down ones. You do also get triple pack ones. You would only use them on the best available packs. The ×2, you would still want to use the best packs if you are purchasing, and there are definitely packs that are better than others. At the beginning, I say hold off. Genuinely say hold off. Wait until you see all the best packs that come out, and obviously check out the video that I will do on those best packs. Now, the next option I've got is enhanced generals for one time. I am going to wrap this video up soon for episode 1. I don't want to go over 30 minutes. I want to keep things nice and simple at the beginning. So that is what I'm going to do. We've got an idea on the way buildings are upgraded. You can now see we've got a tavern that is unlocked as well. We've got a shrine. I will talk more about buildings in the next episode, episode 2, which will be tomorrow. What I do want to say before I do go is, quite simply, don't do this. It's Tiba Tips. It's the first one of the series. And let me talk about those generals. Let me talk about Cleopatra, Sappho, etc. They are okay. They do certain things. What I would say is don't put everything into getting them. There are 3 generals at the beginning that they throw at you. Number 1 is, of course, Cleopatra. She's good for monsters. She's good for hunting. She has that special skill of the double drop. So that means when items are dropped, there is the chance that they will be doubled when hunting with her leading the army. The next one is Sappho. She is good for construction. We already mentioned about that and how good she is. Her special skill is the 10th Muse. And again, that is construction speed ups with the 10% and the 25 minutes. And the last one, which we haven't seen yet, we will probably see in the next video, is King Arthur. Good for march size, can help you with killing monsters early on. Special skill Caliburn. I think it was 10% march size, don't quote me on that. But again, all 3 generals, they are going to plug them. They're going to say they're amazing. They're going to say enhance, and they're going to ask you to upgrade. They're going to ask you to use Blood of Ares, which will mean more again as we go forward. What I will say to you is all 3 of these generals, Cleopatra, Sappho, King Arthur, I no longer use, and you will no longer use them probably after a month, 2 months into the game. It's probably even quicker than that, especially if you are spending. So what I would say, first tips, don't put everything on these 3 generals. That is going to be it for this particular video. Just a little introduction, day 1, episode 1, onto how Evony starts, how it begins, and then on episode 2, like I say, which will come out tomorrow, there will be a lot more in that. If you are new to the channel, then please do consider subscribing. YouTube algorithms and all that, it certainly helps, and it would be amazing if you did that. And that is it. I will see you in episode 2 for this video tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you then.